Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to another edition of the Dragon's Lair. My name is Brent. Of course, I got Miss Maya right here with me. Probably haven't seen her in a little while. I got all four of my dogs out here with me. Of course, I'm outside recording. I've got my phone set up on a bench, and my dogs keep jumping on the bench. Here's Miss Riley. You say hi? She's a little chicken because we've been getting thunderstorms. But I'm actually trying to record a video real quick. Sorry about that. They won't quit jumping on this bench. It's actually Monday morning. I'm usually 3-4 videos ahead of time, but I've been slacking. I'm going mudlarking with my friend Kevin and his nephews here in a little bit. Please, pups, don't knock the camera. So he's probably going to be shocked when he sees I'm recording this video. It's like 7:30 Monday morning, recording this real quick. But we're just going to go over some just recent pickups. You know, nothing major. I mean, I've had some good scores. You know, the last couple weeks, yard sailing. I bought a collection, which had a bunch of autographs in it, and some like older books. You know, like the first Moon Knight and stuff like that. I got videos I'm going to do on that here coming up here pretty soon. But this is just going to be basically newer stuff added to the collection. A lot of it's more, some of it's more newer. It's a lot of G.I. Joe stuff, but it's just stuff I've stopped and picked up. So we're just going to get into this because I gotta go over and meet Kevin at his parents' cabin here in just a little bit. So I did stop at Dollar Tree and I picked up a couple of the Dollar Tree books. This is the first wave. Somebody's all making noise and my dogs are going to flip out. But stop. This is Green Arrow Rebirth, #1. Like I said, these are the Dollar Tree books. Stop jumping on the bench. Terrible idea, I guess. Stop, please. Oh well. And we also got Wonder Woman #1. These are the reprints from Dollar Tree, which I've heard people say they're selling them at Sheets and stuff like that now. So I don't know. I haven't seen them in my Sheets, so could be. Please stop, pup. Sorry about this, but I did pick up a lot of G.I. Joe. As you know, I'm going for all the G.I. Joe runs that I can possibly get. I haven't really gone and bought any major keys yet. Money issue wise, boy oh boy, I shouldn't put this up here. Money wise, I did have to just take my dog Kira to the vet Friday, and that cost me like $630, and they actually wanted more for her. So, you know, they were like, well, that doesn't include the office visit, because they told me my total would be $630, and they're like, well, we got an office visit on top of that $630 just to get her shots, or not shots, just to draw blood because she's gaining weight. So I am a little broke, so I can't go get these big keys or anything like that right away. So, you know, it is what it is. Usually when I get caught up and get ahead, something goes wrong, something breaks, and I'm sorry that the dogs are shaking the camera. I guess I should have set this up a little bit better, but we're just going to do this quick. I don't have a lot of time, so. These are just books I've added to the collection. I have already read most of them, but we got G.I. Joe Special Missions #8. Sorry if I get a glare. I am outside, so I got the sun coming in this way. I'm just sitting on my swing out here. And we also got Special Missions #5. Fun reads. I do like these special missions. I love G.I. Joe anyway, so it's all cool. Then we also have G.I. Joe The Order of Battle #4, which is basically, I think, diagrams, if I remember right, of just vehicles and stuff like that. Very, very cool if you want to learn about G.I. Joe. And next we have, I don't know if I showed this or not, so it's in my pile of newer stuff. Sometimes I forget what I've shown in previous videos, but we got G.I. Joe Real American Hero #314. This is the newer run that Image took over. So you had Image, then IDW, or Marvel, then IDW, and then Image recently took it over, in which they're doing the Real American Hero and a side G.I. Joe, which I highly recommend both of them myself. And we also have #315 from Image. Very cool cover. Sorry, these ain't in no specific order. I just got them stacked in there. I read them all. We also have G.I. Joe Special Missions #15. And #10. These are from Marvel. These are back from when I was a kid. Kevin would probably remember these. And we also have G.I. Joe European Missions #7. I had never read the European missions, but it is kind of cool. I think they're called Action Force in it. G.I. Joe Action Force. An international hero in the other countries, from what I understand. He wasn't an American hero over in, like, you know, like Europe and stuff like that, and all these other countries. He was an international hero, so. Which, you know, I guess I get that. You know, it is what it is. It's pretty cool either way. Next up, we have Tales of G.I. Joe #5 with an awesome, awesome cover. Absolutely love the cover. Can't beat that. It almost looks like another cover. I can't remember. It's actually a very, very fun read about a parade. You know, I'll show some pictures off. Of course, first picture right on the first page is very, very, very cool. I know I'm getting a glare. Very iconic. I think it has the Mobat on there. But it's basically a parade, and Cobra's hiding, you know, underneath the main grandstands, and they're gonna start a war. Some very, very cool artwork. Of course, you got some advertisements. Anybody remember these as a kid? For all you older guys my age, you know, I'll be 50 this year, so. Next up, we have G.I. Joe Real American Hero #50 from Marvel. Very, very cool. And then we got #6 of G.I. Joe from Image. This is the newer run. Like I said, Image is doing 2 runs. And this run here starts all over from the beginning. If you haven't read it, I highly recommend it. Very, very good reads. The issue before this, you know, it has, they're fighting Cobra, and Duke meets Cobra Commander, and he's just like, who the hell are you? You know, so it's one of them things where it starts over from the beginning. You know, I don't want to sit and ruin it for everybody or anything like that, but highly recommend that series. Fun reads, in my opinion. I think they're up to 8 or 9 in the series so far. So, I mean, it's newer, so you're going to be paying $4 a book. But it is what it is. Next up, we have G.I. Joe Real American Hero #3 from IDW. This is the yearbook. Absolutely love that cover. Baroness looking all hot there, facing off with Storm Shadow and Snake Eyes. Very, very cool. And it's funny because you watch the cartoon and stuff like that. The cartoon always had Storm Shadow facing off with like Spirit and Quick Kick, and I don't know, that's kind of weird. It is what it is. I guess the cartoon is different from the comic series in many ways, so I like them both anyways. Next up, we have a one-shot from IDW. This is G.I. Joe Real American Hero, The Best of Snake Eyes, which I believe this is just a collage of stories from the previous series. You know, I want to say it goes into Marvel, but don't quote me on that. Very, very cool. Next up, we have G.I. Joe Real American Hero #316 from Image. This is the newer series. Highly, highly recommend it. I know I'm getting a glare. I'm outside, so I can't do nothing about the glare. I don't know. I don't think I can. Maybe I can stop the glare, but. And then I got a stack here. I actually stopped down to I.Joecomics. And I didn't get all the books that he had there. These are $3 a piece, but I don't see them very often. And I left probably half the books there because I didn't have enough cash. But we got a bunch of Ren and Stimpy. The Ren and Stimpy show. This is #5. No one can hear your underleg noise. So this is in space. Ren and Stimpy. I don't know. See. Yeah, I don't think if I block that off, it's going to do much. Anyways. Then we also got #7 of the Ren and Stimpy show. These are all from Marvel. Kid Stimpy. You idiot, you're supposed to heat back. Heat back. Heat means hit. You're supposed to hit back. Then we got #8. Dames, they bring me nothing but trouble. Grab your popcorn, gang. Here comes the Maltese Stimpy. Very, very cool cover. Then we got #9, the Native Son. Very, very cool. And we have #10, Bubble Bath. Looks like they're farting in the bath, making bubbles. And then we have #11, which I actually love that cover. Very mesmerizing. Ren looks pissed. And then we have #12, Ice Scream Clones. Poor Ren's surrounded by Stimpies. So I actually got them, like I said, at I.Joecomics. We'll get into my last little stack here, and I think most of these, if not all of them, are G.I. Joe. So, next up we have G.I. Joe Real American Hero #63 from Marvel. Very, very cool issue. Very, very fun read. I read it back in the day, and then I read it after I picked it up too, and I absolutely loved it. See if I can get some of these more in order. These are all out of order. I was rifling through them and reading them, and you know, that's how it goes. Next up, we have number 73 from Marvel, G.I. Joe Real American Hero. Another fun read. I highly recommend any G.I. Joe series myself. And we have number 84, which if I remember right, that's with Fred as Cobra Commander. Of course, you got, looks like Zartan looking at him right there. But if you don't know the storyline, Cobra Commander was replaced by a Crimson Guard named Fred. Original series. I always say go back and read that series because, hey, it's a fun series. Next up, we have Roadblock from the Silent Missions from Image. Image is doing a lot of G.I. Joe right now. So this is all just, there's no reading it. It's all pictures. So if your reading consists of pictures, these are good books for you to pick up because, I mean, you can look at them in like 2 minutes and be done. And we also have Duke, which I believe these are all one-shots. I could be wrong on that. So far, they've done 4 or 5. They've done Jinx. Gosh, they did somebody else, too. A couple of them, maybe. I don't know. They've done like 4 or 5 of those now. I can't remember them all. I'm pretty sure I have them all so far. But and then we also got number 306. This is the black and white. This is from the Image from the newer series. I have all the series but 306. So I had missed that somehow. I didn't get to the shop or whatever. And the only one I could find was the black and white, and I wanted to read it because I'd read all the rest in the series, so I just picked that up. I'm not big on the black and white, but it is what it is. And then we also got number 7 of G.I. Joe from Image, the newer G.I. Joe run. You can see that it's got Beachhead, and I believe that's my man Flint on there. I don't know if I can block that. I guess don't record early in the morning with the sun coming up. And we also have number 8. Of course, the Baroness is working with G.I. Joe in this. Just so you know. Cool covers on the back, too. Very cool. And then I was at Heroes Your Mom Threw Out comic shop up in Elmira. Love that shop. Love Jared. His store is cluttered. I'll have to do a video of his store one time. I mean, he's got stock everywhere. I mean, he's got comics stacked on top of comics, comics on the floor. He's got comics everywhere because he has no room. And it's like, if you have OCD, you don't want to go there because you would probably go nuts. But, I mean, you could spend the whole day digging there. Absolutely love the shop. Love the guy. He's got stock everywhere. He does a lot of the, like, I won't say Comic Cons, but things related to comics all around. He's always promoting stuff. So, very cool dude. Super busy in the community. But I had, they did a lot of side series from Image on G.I. Joe when they did, like, Cobra Commander, Duke, Destro, and Scarlet. I've read the Destro, great series. I hadn't read any of the other 3, so I don't have Duke or Cobra Commander yet. But he told me if I picked up all the Scarlets, because they are somewhat newer books in the last couple of years, he said I'll do $2 a book. So I got the whole Scarlet series. It's a 5-run series. So we got Scarlet number 1. I know I'm not going to get past this glare of the sun. You can see it's got Scarlet and Jinx on the cover. You got Scarlet number 2. Nice little reflection in the sword. Always love it when they show them reflections. I am so sorry about these glares out here. I got the sun beating right down on the camera. And we got number 3. So basically Jinx is working with the Rashikage clan, Storm Shadow. And Scarlet and Jinx are best friends, so she's trying to get her friend back or whatever. I don't want to spoil it for anybody. Go read it yourself. Then we also got number 4. Like I said, these are all from Image. Looks like she's facing off against Storm Shadow right here. But she is working with Storm Shadow. But, Storm Shadow's always got one thing in mind, and that's the mission. That's his ultimate goal. And we also have number 5. Very cool cover. Maybe if I do that, maybe you can see it a little bit better. I don't know. But that is all my G.I. Joe runs. I mean, other than that, I picked up these 4 free books. Jared at Heroes Comic Shop, he has so many boxes of like the free comics. I mean, he just gets so many of them, and they're always there. A lot of times he says, hey, if you want to grab some for the neighbor kids, go ahead and grab some extras. So I usually do that. I didn't this time. And these are all books I wasn't sure if I had them or not, except for the one I think I did have. And if I do have it, that's okay, because I'm just going to give it away anyways. But we got Godzilla, the New Heroes. I absolutely love Godzilla, so that is very cool. Let's see if we got some cool shots in here. Get a little Godzilla work in there. This was this year's Free Comic Book Day comic. see if we can get something cool looking. Cool. Cool shot of Godzilla would be awesome. Don't always seem to get it when you want. Oh, hey, that looks pretty cool. Very, very cool. And then we also got Find Your Dark New Year. This says Beneath the Trees, Tuatha, 30 Days of Night, Falling Sun, and Blood Honey. Kind of more horror related. I don't know anything about this. I do believe I did read this. Comic slide in here. I know I did read this. Some of the stories were kind of bleh. Dude getting sliced and diced there. If you're into that kind of stuff, I guess. Anything else cooler? Probably not. Probably nothing too awesome. Still pretty cool nonetheless. Can't beat Free Comic Book Day books, so. And then I also got Blood Type, Terra and Jugular Vein. Terror in a Jugular Vein. Looks pretty creepy. I'm not sure. I haven't read this one. I know I haven't read this one. But I don't know if it's any good or not. Actually, I did read this one. Oh, I remember now. So the first story is like a vampire story. I forgot I read this one. A little something with like a dinosaur story in there. The dinosaur's actual person. I did read that one. It was okay. Okay reads. And then we also have Mark Spear's Monsters. So I don't know anything about monsters. I did read this. And this is about a freaking clown. So if you like It or whatever, same little thing. He's trying to kidnap a girl to, I don't know, suck her soul out or something. Take her to the head clown. I don't know. Then a guy shows up. I can't remember what he's called, but this dude shows up and he like hunts these people. I don't know if you can see him very good or not. Man in Black. It's Johnny Cash. Johnny Cash coming to kill the clowns. Let's see if there's a better shot of this Man in Black. There's a cool little shot right there of him in the middle holding the gun. But that is it for my recent haul. I guess I kept it under 20 minutes, so like I said, mostly G.I. Joe in this haul, as I am going for the G.I. Joe runs. But I do like a lot of other stuff, and I do have a lot more comic videos coming up here. Like I said, I did just buy a collection at a yard sale. I paid overall because I was buying bits and pieces here, and I bought a stack of comics, and I bought another stack of comics. And I think I paid like 110, 120 overall for all the comics, which some of them are just readers and stuff like that. There's not a lot of value there, but some cool books nonetheless. So I do have more videos on comics coming up, which I hope you guys will like. You know, at least I like it, you know, but I hope you guys liked what you saw today. You know, like, comment, subscribe. It's all cool. It's all good. Thanks for watching, guys.